What's going on, successors? Welcome to another episode of Speak Your Success. I'm your host, Jonathan Jones. And y'all, today is March 25th, 2025. And as you can see, the head of this person, we have a special guest today, but it's going to get so much better than that. We can't even start the show without welcoming out my co-host. Come on, producer Britt. Come on.
Hey, hey.
Oh, man.
What's
Hey, what's
up,
going on? How
baby
we feeling?
Jones? Welcome to the show.
Hey, he in here. He in here. Say
He's
hi.
in
Say
here.
hi.
Hi.
Yeah, he's
All
here. He's
right.
here.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Women's History Month. Happy
Yeah,
Nutritional Month. It's
that's what
still
it
going
is.
on. Still going on. Still going
Yeah, we
on.
still rolling.
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
rolling with
yeah.
it.
We got a good show tonight. I'm excited.
We got an amazing show tonight. We also have an amazing guest who's not my son,
Uh-huh.
who's going to show us a little bit more about how we can get paid and how we can monetize in the vending machine industry. But we're going to get to that a
Mm.
little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
But producer Britt, I'm going to kick
All
you to
right.
rock. It's on
Okay,
you.
y'all.
It's
Okay.
on you.
So,
Yeah.
what I saw scrolling. So today, I gotta start with Juju Watkins. It is such a
Mm-hmm.
sad day in women's college sports right now. So our girl, she went down. She tore her ACL. Mm. Mm.
No.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
No,
I
Juju.
know.
No,
I
not Juju.
know. I know.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Not
so
Juju.
sad.
Yeah. It's
That
so
hurts my
sad.
heart.
I know.
That hurts
So
my
there was a staff member from the USC team, and they said they've never heard a stadium get so quiet so fast.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's oh God.
I know.
No.
I know.
And
I know.
I was rooting for her.
I
That's
know.
my guy. I was rooting.
That's why I had to start
Oh
here. Yeah. Yeah.
no, Juju.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot of basketball news out there. So, prayers for Juju. Hope she gets full recovery. Get her back on the court soon. Take your time, but yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Frowny faces all around.
Frowny
Frowny
faces
faces all
all
around.
around. And then we
Mm.
got Dame time here. This just came out maybe like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, 35 minutes ago. But Damian Lillard is out. I know, baby
Oh
Jones.
no.
Yeah. He's out. Yeah, his right calf has
Oh.
some blood clots. So he is out indefinitely. So we need everybody to be healthy right now. So
Oh my good
mhm.
man. And he still ain't got him a chip yet.
He ain't got no
And
chip.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to say he ain't gonna get him one this year, but dang, okay.
Yeah, he's not. He's not.
Man, come
So we
on.
reported a couple of times. I mean, we had a whole show about this DEI Target situation.
Yes, we
On
did.
TikTok, I did see this for myself. Target shut down their comment section on TikTok. Ain't that crazy? Yeah.
I
So
mean, I
I mean, they
mean, it,
feeling
it,
it.
it would be in your best producer Britt. Every time
Mhm.
I drive by Target, the
Uh-huh.
parking lot is looking real skimpy. I'm
It
like,
is.
oh,
It really is.
y'all really ain't messing with Target right now.
Mhm.
Like for
Mm-mm.
real. Y'all really
Mhm.
not messing with Target.
Yeah. Like
So
people are
hey,
standing 10 toes down when it comes to this Target boycott. So, hey, the power is with the
mm-mm,
people. So, we gather together
they,
and we're doing our thing. I ain't
they
shopped there.
better make
I ain't
some
did
sense.
nothing. Don't need nothing from there.
Hey, we haven't gone to Target. I talked to my wife. She was like, "Oh, that's gonna be easy." So we ain't
Okay.
been to Target, and
Yeah.
we here. We getting our stuff elsewhere. We'll order
Uh-huh.
offline if we have to, but
Yeah.
Target ain't. Target
And
ain't
it
the
just
Target no more.
shows
That's not
you
the
how
bullseye.
you can just literally buy directly from the website. Or, I mean, I know next they want to, go towards Amazon, but it's kind of hard for me, step away from Amazon like that. But it's gonna be hard to
Amazon's
step
gonna
away
be
from
that's gonna
Amazon.
be a
Amazon
different
can
beast.
get something
That's gonna be a
here
different beast.
tomorrow. Okay. They
Yeah.
can get something here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Tomorrow, sometime same day, producer Britt. But this
and
ain't
then
a
on top of
commercial
that,
for
they
Amazon.
probably have it here before I wake up because they do that 4 a.m. delivery slot. So it's kind of
Ooh,
hard to let
Target a
that go.
different beast.
But let's focus on
Not gonna make
Target
Amazon a
and
different beast.
how,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
focus
yeah.
on Target and how they're still not doing right and they're feeling the hurt with the DEI rollback. So, let's continue to show our power together with boycotting Target for, not keeping up with their word.
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
Standing on business and standing together. We need to do it more often.
Yes, yes. So, well, I used to use their product or use her product. So this is Carol's daughter. She has
I'm familiar.
returned. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Miss Lisa Price, she has returned to a independent owner of her product. She sold her product to L'Oreal USA, and now they
Mm.
sold it back to her. So now she is the owner of her
Mm.
own product again, and she's working alongside a
Okay.
trusted, I believe she said a trusted beauty influencer. So to get the brand back going where it needs to be, because
Interesting.
a lot of black, well, I don't want to say female, but a lot of black entrepreneurs, they sell, and then the products change, and then us women, we get upset because we like, well, we want to give you the money, but not the money going to the man. And so,
Yeah.
just keep the
Yeah.
product yours, and we gonna buy from you any way it goes. So I know that a lot of people were they were very upset when she sold her company. So kudos for
People were
Lisa
not.
to getting her. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, no. That's exactly what I was gonna say. People were
Mm-hmm.
not happy when she sold
Mm-hmm.
her product, and they felt the way that they felt with
Mm-hmm.
her, and they're like, "How's she gonna do that?" And then that whole conversation starts off. If that was me, I wouldn't have done that. But
Mm-hmm.
now her getting it back is a
Mm-hmm.
very interesting chess play
Mm-hmm.
because I wonder like how much I wonder how much value she lost, and then but I'm
Mm.
interested to see how she's gonna flip this and turn this back around to be a win, for her and for the brand.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So I'll be watching that. I'll be following that. Um, so I don't have. It wasn't a lot of news out there, Jonathan. It just wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. But this was an interesting article I kind of got into. So, can ChatGPT really replace
Uh-huh.
therapy? So I know you're like, what
Ooh.
you?
No,
What do
no,
you think
no.
of the
I'm listening.
title?
I'm
The
listening.
title is not self-leading. I will say that. I'm all
The
about a
top,
headline.
yeah.
I do not like misleading headlines, but this one is making a little sense. It's making a little sense. So, what are your thoughts on therapy, Jonathan?
My thoughts on therapy is I really stand on it. I really
Mhm.
believe in it because just like when we had Joe Corley on,
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
double masters, we had him on
Yeah.
last week, and he was just sharing that everybody is going to need a checkup at some point in time. So I,
Mm.
I, I believe in therapy. We
Mhm.
all need it.
Mhm.
Shoot, and I reached out to my therapist the other day, and I said,
Mhm.
hey, I need to get on the calendar.
Yeah.
Just because there's things happening in life. There's
Mhm.
loss, there's death, people getting fired from job, whatever it might be.
Right.
There's different events that are affecting us different ways, and
Mhm.
we can't even communicate that sometimes. So we might need a therapist
Mm.
to help us navigate through that and give us,
Okay.
some language to, to,
Uh-huh.
to put with the feelings that we're having. So yeah,
Oh,
essential,
okay. Okay,
essential.
great.
Mhm.
So, what if you weren't feeling your therapist and you went the ChatGPT route? So, as ChatGPT continues to integrate itself into our everyday lives, many have been using it for something else, and it has caused a debate. So, the therapy debate. So, from those seeking to air their everyday grievances to those diving into more personal matters, people are sounding off on both sides. So the
Mm,
critics are arguing that the AI therapy lacks empathy, accountability, and
of
ethical
course.
boundaries, making it unreliable. Yeah, making
Mm,
it
mm.
unreliable, an unreliable alternative to human professionals. So you really can't take this is a job that you can't take AI, because you're not credible in this. You're not credible in this.
Ah, I don't know, but that's difficult. That's difficult, and I know we're not gonna get stuck here for too long. But
Nah.
the reason why I'm only gonna say is that's difficult is
Mhm.
because ChatGPT, and you know
Mhm.
this,
Mhm.
ChatGPT and the other AI, based on the educated individuals who
Mhm.
are help coding and who are putting in certain prompts,
Mhm.
then the ChatGPT or the AI is gonna begin to take that in, and then they're gonna account for it.
Mm.
So even with it
But I don't think
lacking
you're gonna get
potentially,
that one-on-one like you would with Joe.
I mean,
It ain't
hey,
gonna
I,
be
I
the
mean,
same.
I'm not saying that it can't work,
Uh huh.
but I am saying that there's a potential that it also could. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Period.
meanwhile, some of the supporters are saying it provides a sense of relief, emotional processing, and
Mhm.
accessibility, especially since traditional therapy remains out of touch and due to high costs for therapy. So everybody can afford
That
therapy.
too.
Everybody can afford
People
ChatGPT.
losing jobs. Hey, people losing jobs out here.
Mm-hmm.
People, having only one stream of income. Maybe. Hey,
People don't have insurance. So I mean, if you don't have
people don't
insurance,
have
then
insurance.
yeah. So I mean, that's a whole nother thing. So yeah.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So I didn't have a lot of
Where the
news.
tangle
There's not
was
a lot of
weave.
news out there right now. But if maybe I need y'all's help, y'all. So if y'all saw something while you were
Mm.
scrolling, send me a DM at producer Britt, and I will look at it and I'll put it into the rotation so I can show it on the show. All right, Jonathan, what we got coming up next?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. If you saw something, say something. All
That's
right.
what
Saw
I'm saying.
something,
Help
say
me
something.
out.
Hit producer. Let her know what's going on so
Yeah.
we can be the ear
Mm-hmm.
to the street.
Exactly.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, producer Britt, just like I was sharing a little bit earlier, I'm excited tonight because we're gonna bring on a phenomenal guest in Raven Turner, and me and her go back some years, and she is gonna just share with us a little bit about her story, and we're gonna also learn a little bit more about this vending machine industry and what all this means. And you got to stay tuned. All right. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button right down here. Okay. And stay tuned for more Speak Your Success. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. All right, all right, all right, family. Welcome back to Speak Your Success. And like I said before, if you have not hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit subscribe button right down there. Hit that subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. All right, y'all. Now I'm excited to get to dive in with our guest today. And we have Miss Raven Turner. And Raven is the owner and operator of Turner Vending, a successful vending company. She's a public speaker, author of 2 books, and the creator of Clocking Out for Good, a Substack newsletter helping people escape their 9 to 5 and build their own income streams. Through vending, coaching, and content, Raven breaks down the game on entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and truly taking control of your time and money. Without further ado, welcome to Speak Your Success, Miss Raven Turner.
Hey, Raven.
Hey, thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, thank you for
Most
being
definitely, most
here.
definitely. Yeah. How you feeling, Raven? How you doing? Welcome to the show.
I feel good. I feel great. It's always a great day to be alive. It's a blessing. So I'm just thankful to be here and happy to be a guest on the show.
Lovely.
For sure, for sure. Because I mean, me and you go back at this point probably like 5, maybe like 7 years. I'm not 100% sure, Raven.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
before 2020. So like
yeah,
2017, really.
Okay.
So it's
yeah,
been a
yeah,
minute.
yeah, yeah. For sure, for
It's
sure.
been a
And I mean,
minute.
getting you on now, I'm really excited to get you on. Just because I've been able to follow your journey from the start. Because when we first connected, that was when I know that
Yeah,
you had started speaking. I know you were speaking a little bit before, but I know that was when you really started to get into this groove, and you started to turn your speaking into a business, right?
right. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
Raven,
yeah,
where are
yeah.
you from?
So I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
Born out here in Dallas, but grew up in Rowlett, Rockwall,
Nice.
east of Dallas more so.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah, and then I'm in Garland now, and like Jonathan said, we just go way back from speaking. That's when we first met. We were part of Kendall Ficklin's program. That's kind
Ah,
of how we first got started,
nice. Okay.
and yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey.
Cool.
for sure, for sure. Yeah, Raven. I mean, back in the day, when we was going back and forth, rapping off flashcards and doing speaking
Yeah.
presentations. So,
What do you mean flashcards? What's that?
well, okay, Raven, I'm gonna let you talk about it. Go ahead, Raven.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yes, this was back when we were like babies in the speaking game.
Mhm.
We were trying to find our way. So, one thing you want to do as a great speaker is like if someone puts up a card and it has just one word on it,
Mhm.
and it says, let's just say win.
Mhm.
Make a story out of win. You're gonna tell a personal story. Can you tell a story along with a lesson for like 10 minutes off of that one word win?
Mm.
Because that's what great speakers do. If you can do three
Hmm.
10 minutes a lesson, you just spoke for 30 minutes, you
Mm.
know?
Got
So
it.
we used to, do those type of things, break that stuff down. I mean, yeah, I used to go to Jonathan's house with Sam. It'd be the
Oh
three
wow,
of
that's
us doing
cool.
content. I mean, yeah, it was a time. And we worked
Wow.
at Berry
Mhm.
overnights. Yeah, and we were just trying to build this thing, figure it out, young, trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Well,
Wow,
Ray,
I love it.
okay, Raven. So you just spoke about berries. The people out there may not know what berries is. 'Cause I don't think producer Britt knows what
Nah, I know what
berries
berries. Yeah,
is.
what's berries?
But man, producer Britt.
Y'all
So
tell
I'm
me.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of insight, and I'm gonna let Raven pick up. But Raven, so I know you were doing the speaking business, right? And then
Hmm.
during that, you also had a job at Berries. Can you just talk a little bit about what Berries is and like what that process looked like for you from working, speaking, work? Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Berry is a company, Berry Family Services. It's not
Mm.
far. It's a group home. So you are taking care of individuals who have physical and mental impediments. So I was a group home lead and
Mhm.
I worked overnight. They had two shifts. I worked overnight, so 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. And I did this for 10 years. This was not the
Mm.
plan coming out of college. Um, but that's how I got into speaking. My plan was to go be a collegiate athletic director at some school, be the first Black woman. That didn't work out. God clearly had other plans. I wound up moving
Mhm.
back home with my parents,
Mhm.
and I just got this job. It was just supposed to be for a short period of time. And then I wind up
Mhm.
speaking, and then I was like, I'm going to go from here to being a full time entrepreneur. But it did not work like that because in speaking you can literally do great for like 2 months, 3 months, get like
Mhm.
4 engagements a month at $3,500 or five thousand
Mhm.
dollars but
Yeah.
then you don't get anything for 2 or 3 more months. So I'm not about to leave my parents house yet. And you really have
Yeah.
to, like, when it
That's
comes to
real.
speaking, you really have to somewhat be close to a household name or have one or two people helping you book engagements. It's a
Mm.
lot. So
Mhm.
that's
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 true.
that's and I wind up getting Jonathan on overnight. Another guy, friend of ours named Sam. He used to
Mhm.
do like our
Uh-huh.
videos for us. We kind of had like a whole little system going.
I love it.
Um, yeah, so I did that for 10 years. And I just recently left Barry, Jonathan. So in like
Wow.
January of
Okay.
this year. So now I
Okay.
work home remote, and
Mm.
I'm an advocate
That's what's up.
specialist, still home health care.
Mhm.
But the goal is to be full time working for myself, and that's kind of,
That's right.
I'll get into this later, but that's kind of what the newsletter Clocking Out for Good is about because,
Mhm.
it's not so much about money. You want that, but I want to live life on my own terms. Freedom. I'm not trying to
Mhm.
ask a
Mhm.
boss or supervisor when I can and cannot go. Absolutely
Yeah.
not. So, in order to do that, you have to put systems in place. You have to build these things from the ground up so you don't have to be directly involved in the business. It's running without you having to physically be there.
I like
Mm.
that.
So,
So going into that, how'd you get started into your vending machine business?
So I had wanted to, because I was speaking at the time, like back in,
Mhm.
I think I started in like 2017.
Okay.
And, of course, I wanted to have another stream of income that doesn't require my time. So I got into vending. And, I had a friend, Brian. He's also one of the managing members. So he's my business partner in this. And, he's kind of like the muscle, and I'm kind of like the brains of this whole
Nice.
operation.
Mhm.
And,
Uh,
yeah, so him and I got together, and my sister was involved at the time too. So
mm.
the pandemic is when we got involved. I was nervous, but I
Mm.
was like, we have to jump out here at some point and take a risk. You know what I mean?
Got to. Got
And
to.
so like
Um,
Yeah.
how yeah, but during the pandemic, like was it just like an idea? You were like, ooh, vending machines are cheap right now. How did that come about?
no, so we were already thinking about it before the pandemic. It's just
Oh, okay,
during the
gotcha.
pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm just gonna do this. Sometimes, I just say the hell with it, and I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah, of
you just
Yeah,
course.
got
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
you just got to go out on a limb sometimes, because that's where the
Mm-hmm.
fruit is. That's where the opportunity is. So I have been telling my CPA
Mm.
about it, and he was like, you know what? I got an uncle who has been in the business, and he now wants to get out. So I was like,
Ooh.
what? So his uncle had 6 vending machines, combo machines,
Mm.
and he had a few locations, right? And prior to this, I had been praying to God, like I've done my research, but I'm like, you know, God, I need your help. So
Mm-hmm.
my CPA let me know that he had an uncle. He was selling 6 vending machines, combo, um, with a few locations. So we met with them.
Mm-hmm.
We
Oh wow.
purchased all 6 for $3,500. So me, my sister, and Brian split the
Oh,
cost,
yes, I heard that in your video. Mm-hmm.
and then that's how we
Mm.
got involved. And then um, once we got involved, we were making no money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So
wow.
I was,
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
I
wait.
was like, man, this.
So how long was it for you making no money? Because I remember hearing you. I remember hearing you in that same video. The producer Britt is talking about, to where you're like, you wanted to quit, and like I know, Raven, like any business, there is that period of time to where you like, this is gonna be my cash cow. But then that's period of
Right.
like, you ain't seeing no fruit. So how long was that? Just talk a little bit more about that.
So I can't really recall how long it was. I just realized, like, once we got those machines, like we paid him off quickly, so we weren't worried about that. But
Mm.
we were making like $7 to $21 for a whole month off of like 6 machines. And
What?
I
Mm.
was like, this
Oh
is
Yikes.
my
not it. I was like, this is not it, and I done got my sister involved, my
God.
friend
Mm-hmm.
involved. I'm like, we have got to
Man,
produce, to bring
Yeah.
this
good.
operation.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I don't know, the people I work with, I'm just like, just follow my lead, and
Mm-hmm.
let me do this, and we're gonna succeed. So I was like, we're selling all these machines, right? Because we changed the prices on some of them. And the locations were low foot traffic locations. That was the problem. There's like,
Mm-hmm.
they were at
Mm.
offices. They didn't have more than maybe 50 people.
Wow.
So
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
was like, well, we need now. And then also, these were used combo machines. So what I realized through all of that was, we need to sell these machines, because for one, they keep getting messed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
then two, they're old, they're outdated. We had card readers on them, but still, you want something that looks like, these pictures that we have here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then the location was terrible. So we took all those machines out and we flipped them. We sold them to people who wanted to get into the vending business. And we flipped them for more than what we paid for them. And then we went
Mm.
and bought new machines.
Mm-hmm.
And
Big
then,
business.
Raven said, "Let
yes,
me think. I got a plan." She said, "I got a plan." Yeah, she knows what to
yes,
do.
yes. So I had to think. And then I
Yeah.
started thinking about, because I was following people, and they're like, yeah, I'll make $1,000 from vending and more. And at the
Mm-hmm.
time, I'm like, ain't no way, because you making $1,000. I'm like, this got to be a scam. So then, like I said, I had to sit and think, what type of locations will give me $1,000 or more? Not
Mm-hmm.
every
Mm.
location is going to give you that. So
That's good.
schools are going to give you that, warehouses are going to give you that, and hospitals. Those are the only
Mm-hmm.
locations I'm
Mm.
looking for. Now, um, I called the school, and Jonathan knows I'm very persistent.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Whatever it is that I
crazy
want, I'm
persistent.
going to get.
I feel you on
Okay,
that, girl.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm going to make it happen. So this school, I'm calling around, cold calling, because remember, I work at night, so my whole daytime is free, and
Ooh.
I'm calling locations. Like, this is how I got a lot of stuff done, calling locations. And I came across a school. We still have this school today. This was our first school location. So we brought them a brand new machine. We first started with a snack, and then, like, after a year, we put in a drink machine. Now, when we first got that snack with that location, we weren't making what we're making today. We were maybe hitting $500 or $700 for the month, and I
Mm.
was like, how can I make this $1,000 location? So
Wow.
then it came to me, actually, overnight while I was asleep at work at Berry. And I was like, in order to make this $1,000 location, what are my top selling items? Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I looked at that, and then I looked at what are my low selling items. I took like 2 or 3 of my low selling items out and just doubled up on my top selling items. So now it's like 2 rows of like 3, 4 of those top selling items. And
Mm.
Mm.
then we just
Good
doubled up
business.
on the price a little bit. We just
Right.
changed the price, added it a little bit, and then that allowed us to hit our over $1,000. Our school today, we do almost 4,000 in a month, just
That's
Wow.
grossing.
one.
That's not,
Wait, that's
that's
one
net, not,
school?
yeah, one school. And
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
not a
one
high
school.
school.
Yeah.
This is like a school that probably doesn't even have 1,000 kids.
Wow.
Wow, that
That is
is
So,
amazing.
that's
so just that
extremely
little,
impressive.
yeah, just that little bit of, just thinking,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, vending can be great. And I mean, I didn't want to skip ahead to this, but I'm going to speak to this too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, vending is like, you hear them talk about diversifying your stock portfolio. You want to do the
Mm-hmm.
same thing in vending. At
For
least
sure.
we are.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
don't want all snack and beverage drinks, vending machines, right? So we're about to get two new machines, customizable vending, where it's just like, you see vending machines and they have maybe just eyelashes or wine,
Mm-hmm.
cupcakes. We're
Mm-hmm.
about to get two machines.
Mm,
They're not any of those things, but they're customizable vending. And then, excuse me, we're about to get into AI vending, right? That's something new that's coming out.
mm.
Wow.
So,
Whoa, hold
Wow, yeah,
up.
we gotta talk about
so
that later. I like
Hold
okay.
on, yeah. Let me make a little
Okay.
note.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Jonathan.
yeah.
Okay.
So, so you want to customize, that's how you're going to make your money. That's how you're going to make your money, and I really just started taking vending very seriously probably towards the end of 2024, because I'm like, we're making money here, but I can't sit here and be praying to God, and telling him I want to do X, Y, and Z in business and other business
Mm-hmm.
ventures when I'm not, you know, setting the standard or being the best business operator I can in this business that he's blessed me with right now. So I started, figuring out profit margins, systems, you know, Sam's and Walmart, we have items like on subscribe, like, and this is what you want, when we talk
Mm.
Mm,
about business and automation and systems, because that's what this is. Vending is not a hustle unless you treat it like one. But
Hmm.
vending
man.
can really be a business if you think of it as you a business operator, vending business operator. You have systems in place, you have people in place, and you're kind of letting things operate the way they operate. So for Walmart, we have items on subscribe automatically
Mm-hmm.
based off of how we
Mm,
know how often certain things sell. They drop them right off at
okay.
our house. We
Mm-hmm.
go restock. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Same thing with
Mm,
Sam's. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Because we're trying to get our time back. And we
Yeah.
just got a friend who's helping us stock because we're expanding, right? And like I was telling Brittany earlier, when
mm,
you're doing business, you got to distribute the weight. You can't do everything.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
mm.
have a team. You got to distribute the weight, find out who is great where, have standard procedures, standard operating procedures in certain place. So that's what we're doing.
SOS.
And,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what we're doing.
them SOS. So wait, hold on, wait a minute, Ray. Wait, you talking about distributing the weight. All right, you talking about distributing the weight. I want everybody to not go nowhere, okay? Because when we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. We're gonna talk a little bit more about vending machine strategy.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you right now you giving the game, Raven. You giving some good
She
content.
really
And
is.
family
Yeah.
out there, make sure y'all go ahead and hit subscribe
Mm-hmm.
and then stay tuned for more speaker success with Raven Turner. Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. All right, family. Welcome back to Speak Your Success. And y'all, we've been talking with Raven Turner. She is the owner and operator of Turner Vending. Raven, you're just talking a little bit about distributing the weight. You were just talking about getting systems in place. How did you know that it was time for things to shift in terms of, like, you're talking about scaling? How did you know that it was
Hmm.
time for you to start scaling this vending business? And the reason I want to ask is because there's probably people out there that are like, hey, I want to start vending, and they just want to jump to where you're at right now. How did you know it was time for you to go from where you were to where you are now?
Well, I mean, part of that is, I know we have the bandwidth to make it happen and we're
Mm,
ready. You know what I mean? And I want to have something where I am no longer, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I want to work on my own time.
for
So
sure.
I have to get better at my job. I have to be a better business woman, thinker, leader in order to do that. So, I mean, that's really it. I just know I have to level up. And, if you're really going to try to have a business where, it's bringing in income and you are, living off of that income a good amount, it's going to require you to level up, expand, and you need people to do that. You need smart people. You know what I mean? Good people who think like you,
Hmm.
work like you, and may be smarter than you actually.
Mm.
So that's how I knew. hmm I hope that
Oh,
answers your
producer Greg, you
question.
muted.
My bad. I was just thinking. Okay. So before we went to break, you talked a little bit. Well, you mentioned AI vending. Can you speak
Uh-huh.
on
hmm
that? Because what is that?
Yeah. So AI vending, it's a freezer. It's not a freezer, but like when you go to the gas station and you see those freezers with the drinks in them,
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
where
Uh,
our drinks are, whatever that is, a little
mm-hmm.
storage thing. Um, that's what AI vending is. So you can fit like drinks in there, chips in there,
Mm-hmm.
and what happens is it has the little. It's not a card reader. It is a card reader, but it's not like Nix or Cantaloupe, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to scan your card before you can open up the freezer, right? And then as you take things, it's going to
Ah.
charge your card.
Oh,
So
wow.
this is
Oh.
like the new wave of bending, and it's nice, and I also I forgot to mention micro markets.
Mm-hmm.
That's also something that we're trying to get into, micro markets. And then Chat GBT is a game changer. Like chat is
Mm-hmm.
helping me with all of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a AI tool called, I think, Apollo. Have y'all heard of that?
Mm,
So talk a little more about it.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So I'm still researching, but I have like an account set up and stuff. I've been playing with it, but I think apparently you can get a list of clients, right?
Mm-hmm.
Corporate
Mm.
clients, people who have office buildings, stuff like that. Because those are the
Mm.
places that I want to put micro markets. I don't want to put a micro market. And when I say micro market, I'm talking about when you go to a hotel, and that little micro market where you can buy things and you're going to scan it at the counter or scan it on that.
Uh,
Yes, that's a micro market. So a lot
Oh.
of
okay.
people have those as well. A lot of warehouses are going to micro markets. Where we have our warehouse, there's another warehouse, and I was asking them the other day, do they have vending machines? They said they got rid of them,
Uh-huh.
and they brought in someone who could put in a micro market. And then
Mm.
my antennas were already going off because I had already been thinking
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So because I don't want my people to, but you see, and this is one thing I got to talk about too. Later ask me about how to get a route from somebody, because I got to speak on that too.
Okay.
So like the
Okay.
warehouse we got, we purchased that route. So but back to the micro market, we want to get a micro market, a few of them, because they do
Mm-hmm.
well. They're going to do more than your snack and vending beverage machines.
Because those are
But you
Mm.
live
don't.
markets, correct? Those are you're going
Right,
in and
and people
actually
are
buying.
gonna. Yeah, and the people are going to purchase more probably at a time
Mm-hmm.
than maybe a bag of chips that's like 125, 175,
Right.
whatever that may
Uh,
be.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
But
okay. Okay. So it's like a sales funnel in person.
yeah, yeah, and it's like a mini
Mm.
store. So
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Mm.
these corporate offices, this is what you want. You don't need a vending machine. I can come in and put a micro market here, for you and your employees. This is going to boost morale. Now the only downside to that is theft.
Mm.
But
Ah.
you got to have a
Oh,
few
true.
cameras, right? But because no one, I mean, do you really want to lose your job for stealing a Snickers? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like,
Because
Hmm.
when you said theft, I just immediately thought of hotels because I
yeah,
just feel like people just go in and they just take
it's
it and it's like whatever and they just leave.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you know what I mean? And hopefully you would think people would do the right thing. There's a
Right.
camera there, but also it's not worth losing your job for a mini bar or a bag of chips when we can see you. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
not good.
Right at all.
But you can also play that to like these corporate jobs. It's like, if y'all have trouble with people stealing, um, other people's lunches, but we have the micro market close by
Mm-hmm.
y'all's refrigerator where the camera is. Now you can see who's stealing. Now you can see what's been going on, right? All
Mhm.
because we went in and put a micro market there. So there are
Mm.
benefits to it. You just got to figure out, the language, the wordplay, but that's what we're getting into: micro markets, customizable vending, and then your regular snack and drink vending.
Okay, okay. So you spoke a little bit about buying a route from somebody. Let's just go ahead and get into that because I don't want to lose the question. I know you want to really hit on that, and I'm curious to hear about that too. So talk a little bit more about acquiring a route from somebody.
Yes, perfect. So this is one of the easiest ways to scale in the vending business, right?
Hmm.
It's not so much about, a lot of times we want to build it from the ground up. That's the craziest thing. If you don't have to build from the ground up, why not purchase something that's already operational and it has cash flow? So I'm always looking for people who are wanting to sell because women get pregnant, people no longer want to do it. They're doing it by themselves, whatever, whatever. So a couple weeks ago on Facebook Marketplace, I found a guy who was selling a warehouse, and
Okay.
we purchased $4,000 for it, the warehouse plus the machines. Now I didn't want his machines, so I
Wow.
sold them to our the company that we get our machines from, AVS. I sold the machines to them, and then
Mm.
I purchased two new machines and got a percentage off since we're doing kind of like a trade. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay.
Then
Okay.
we put those machines in there. And then, I'm not buying anybody's location or anything like that without a contract. So I put in the contract, you know, um, 3 years at least. We get to be at this location. And if for some reason y'all no longer want our services, you have to reimburse me for the amount that's left on the paying that machine, both of those machines.
Oh wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you doing it, Raven?
Absolutely. What?
Oh
Yes,
my
because
goodness.
this is a business. Like, I can't be buying y'all brand new or brand half used machines, and then
Mm.
one day you wake up and you no longer want our services, and now we're stuck with this $3,000 bill.
Wow.
So we're going to give y'all a great service. We're going to give y'all a great vending experience. If there's ever issues, we'll have them fixed within 20 to 48 hours. And that's the point of having a team. Because if I can't get there, Brian can get there. And if Brian and or me can get there, Kevin is going to get there. So
Mm.
someone is going to be there. And you're not going to have a problem with our service. We provide exceptional service, but that's to protect us.
Yeah.
I recently had a guy who was selling a high school, middle school, and he wanted $100,000 for it. Now
Mm.
we went to check it out. The school
Mm.
was in Fort Worth. He was making 7,000 from this location, and I wanted it, but it was between me and another person. He was asking for like $100,000, and he was trying to
Wow.
get the best deal, and I get it. But he didn't have a business valuation done, so I don't know that your business is really worth 100,000. I see your
Mm.
sales, but I
Wow.
need to
Okay.
get either with the SBA, which is a third party, or another third party to come in and do a business valuation. So then the question became, well, who pays for the business valuation? Because if I pay for it, you got to give me the route now because I'm spending my own money. Because if I pay for it, you don't give me the route. Now you have the business valuation. You can
Mm.
tell other people, and it could be worth more than 100,000 or less than 100,000, but we don't know that. So
Mm. This is
it
real
was.
estate. Right now you talking real estate. I don't know if you know it or not, but you're definitely talking real estate because before you move into a house somewhere, same
Mm-hmm.
thing. Somebody got to go
Yeah.
around, look at it, assess it. And to your point, if I'm the one who pays for it to get assessed, then they're not going
Hmm.
to show that person what the value is. They're going to show me what the value is. But
Right.
but I had no idea people out here making 7,000, 4,000. Produce a brick.
Same. I had no
7,000?
idea. I'm over here speechless. I mean, I literally have nothing to say. I'm just listening and like real deal
Yes.
taking notes. So I mean, I'm in the class. I'm in the class and I'm learning from Raven right now. I'm amazed. I'm just
Yes.
amazed. Like the routes, selling the routes and buying the routes, and then on top of that, the micro market. I mean, that blew my mind right there. That I didn't even know that was a whole
Yes,
industry.
y'all.
Because you think like, oh,
Yes.
it's the hotel. They have to have a little amenities. Or, you go into a corporate office, you're like, oh, y'all got to have something
Yeah.
for us to eat. But the fact that someone puts that idea in their head and they buy that and you get to maintain that and get paid for that, amazing. So
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
kudos, kudos,
Yeah.
kudos.
Man,
Yeah.
hold on, wait, and then Raven, you also are coaching other people, right? You're also coaching other people. You're also providing consultations to help other people who who want to get in the vending machine business, or if they're not even making what you're making, right? Talk a little bit about the coaching that you're doing.
Yeah, so I just recently got on Teachable, because a lot of people, they want to know how to do these things, and I mean, I can help them with how far I've come. We weren't making what we're making
Hmm.
when we first started. Um, so yeah, I just have like a consultation where people can book 30 minutes right now. I have a free ebook out on vending. I'm gonna put some more stuff out on vending for sure, like about contracts and commission, because we don't pay commission to any of our locations. But some people do want
Mm.
commission. Yeah,
Well,
no.
ooh, Raven, hold on. You hold on. Wait a
So
minute now.
you
You talking
you
real
make you
spicy.
negotiate no commission, or is that how?
We don't even mention it. Like, I don't mention that. And then, like, so too,
She
with
said,
our
"I'm not
business
even giving
partner,
them the idea." Okay.
um,
Nah, nah, we ain't gonna talk
yeah,
about it.
like I handle all that stuff for us, but I
Hmm.
don't mention commission.
Right.
Now I did
And
put
yeah,
into
you
the
should.
warehouse contract a commission. Like, we're not, I worded it, the way it should be worded, professionally,
Mm-hmm.
friendly, but no, we don't give any commission. And I've had people, because we've had more locations than this. Like, we had a group home. I haven't found any luck with those. I have people who I
Mm,
know that have, but we haven't. We've had about four.
gotcha.
Mm.
But it's got to make sense, because if you're buying, these machines are not cheap. You know,
Nah.
What's the average
they're gonna
price
be,
for a machine?
if you're gonna buy a brand new one, you're looking at between 6 and over, like 6,000 and up, 10,000.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Um,
Mm.
Now the two that I just bought,
Uh huh.
at that warehouse,
Uh
that
huh.
total was like about 6,000 something, and we had to buy like some plates for the Red Bulls so they don't slide out. Like, all that is
Mm.
real stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Right.
Because certain bottles don't fit in certain machines, and a lot of people ask, well, should I get a location first or a machine first? Your location first. Because if
Mm.
you go spend 6,000 for a machine but don't have a location, you just drop a bag, but you're sitting on your money. You're not making any money.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So
Yeah.
Bag
Mm-hmm.
bag.
so find your location first, and then tell them, okay, I like, they don't know that you don't have the machine. You know what I
That's
mean? They
true.
don't know
Yeah.
anything.
Mm.
They don't know that you're new. They only know what you tell them. So
Mm-hmm.
tell them, I can get you a machine in 2 weeks. Now you got to go to work. You got to go find Google, Chat GPT. But if you're a boss and you're who you say you are, you're gonna
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
that's what we did. I didn't have a machine when we first got that school. I
Mm-hmm.
found it. I got it. I figured it out. You know what I mean? But that's what
Mm.
it takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
That's
totally
what it
understand.
takes.
So how much is the AI vending machine? If we're going regular machines are about 6 and over.
I think I don't I think I want to say between like 5 and 6,000.
Okay.
I don't think
Okay.
they're, and that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Um,
that's not
Okay.
bad
Okay.
in
yeah,
comparison.
that's not bad. But yeah, I'm gonna, yeah.
So
It's just,
what's next for Turner Vending? How big are you going? What's coming up next? What's in the pipeline? What's going on?
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, it's March. In April, we will
Mhm.
have two more machines, those customized bendings. I'll go ahead and tell y'all, it's gonna be Hot Wheels customized bending machines.
Mhm.
And there's a
Okay.
company that does customizable vending, and they have them in malls, those machines, so forth and so forth.
And
So
for
it's like
people that
they're,
don't know, if you're just tuning in, customized vending is something like when you said like cupcakes in, or
yeah,
you have something special in that you customize it
yeah,
for that for that product. So yeah,
Mm.
continue,
right.
Raven.
Mm. For that
it's
product, for
it's
that
it's
location.
Mhm.
Yeah.
right. It's not snack or beverages in there. It could be
Mm.
Scantrons at the college,
I've seen that
pencils,
before.
Oh wow.
I've seen that before.
all
I've
that
seen
type
that
of
too.
stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're about to get two machines,
Hmm.
customizable bending. Um, and you always want to, like, it has to make sense. Like, if you're gonna,
Mm-hmm.
and I spoke to people who've already done this, to make sure, like, what are your numbers? How many machines did you buy when you first bought from these people? Because they are
Mm.
connected with Mitel, and Mitel is that toy group.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they have,
Oh, okay.
Hot Wheels, but they're not like Hot Wheels you can go buy from Walmart. These are like special edition type stuff, and your price point is like between $4 and $6. Now with these,
What? Uh-huh.
we probably
Mm.
will have to pay a commission for where the machine is gonna be,
Okay.
but you know, as long as you're making your money back, you want to make your money back within between like 12 and 15 months.
Okay.
So as
Yeah.
long as you make your money back, and Hot Wheels, this is great because you can put that type of machine in a children's hospital.
Wow.
Barbie
Mm.
dolls, whatever,
Y'all about to say
whatever. You can,
Barbie? Yeah.
and that's what they're coming out with next. So we're not having to go to Sam's and Walmart for those, but
Mm.
you can. I mean, it'll do well. It'll do well. So we're
Oh
gonna
my
get
goodness.
that. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm only looking for 3 locations: hospitals, schools, warehouses. We're about to get a Dallas school.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh my God, y'all!
Okay.
I've been trying to get this one school for forever, and
Uh-huh.
the principal would not let me get in there. And she was an AKA. I just got to put that out there because she was not
Really?
looking out. She was not looking
Oh,
out. No, she was not
That's
looking out for her sorrow. And I'm like, ma'am, like, help a young person out. She was
yeah.
not trying to
wow.
hear it.
Yeah.
Then she went and retired. She went and retired. And then my connect over there called me in the summer and was like, we just got someone who put 4 or 5 machines in here.
No,
Oh,
Raven.
oh,
Y'all,
no way.
She played
I,
you. That's what she did.
yes,
She
yes,
wrong for that. She wrong for
Oh,
that. She wrong.
yes.
she had
Because
another connect. She was just trying to put somebody else
all I
on. That's
needed,
crazy.
Right.
yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
I haven't met this guy, but they're gonna let us put like 1 or 2 machines in there because they have just like nothing but junk food, and the
Mm-hmm.
teachers and stuff don't like it. So I don't know.
Mm.
We'll see, but I really
Okay.
just want like one school. If I can get
Mm-hmm.
like one high school,
Mm-hmm.
and it's doing like the numbers, because high schools will do 7. I mean, that guy who I was trying to get those machines from in that route,
Mm-hmm.
if we would have got that, that would have been
Mhm.
a game changer, because I would have.
Gotcha.
I mean, he had low prices, and I would have added a little bit, and we would have been hitting 74, 75 for sure.
Wow.
Mm.
But it just didn't
Wow.
work out. That, yeah, and
Okay.
I didn't even tell y'all this
Okay.
part, but the guy who he sold it to,
Mm-hmm.
um, offered him, I believe, like 115,000 and 12% on the gross sales for 7 years. I'm not mad. That's insane.
She said that's insane.
So no,
Right.
Lord,
So do you have any
Lord have
micro
mercy.
markets coming up under the Turner Vending? Because
we don't
I'm
have one
excited for
yet.
this. I'm excited for the micro market. I
I'm
think that's so cool.
I'm still looking. I'm still looking. We don't have. I don't have anything. Like, the first thing will be that customizable bending with those Hot
Gotcha.
Wheels machines, and then
Mm-hmm.
after that, I'll focus
Mm,
on
I
trying to
like
get a
that.
micro market. And I'm gonna, like I said, use that AI tool, Apollo. I think it's like Apollo AI.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna send like
Okay.
letters. I've seen on TikTok like how some of those graduates sent like personal letters to these companies and was like, I'm graduating, trying to get a job. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
send personal letters to the companies that AI tool gives me right here in Dallas, and
Mm,
see what happens.
Hmm.
Yeah,
okay.
tell them like
Okay.
Turner Bending, we specialize in X, Y, and Z. This is how we can help you. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah, and we're gonna see what happens.
Wow. I love that. What are you about to say, Jonathan?
That is, man. I was about to say that's awesome because
Mm-hmm.
man, one thing I know about Raven, Raven is persistent, and if Raven wants to get the contract, Raven gonna get the contract. All
I
right,
could tell. Raven is
Raven
a
is a
boss through and
bulldog.
through.
Raven is a bulldog in this business space. But Raven, I want to thank you for taking time to hop on the show, and I want to give you the opportunity to shoot your shot. You said you was trying to get this one high school, so go ahead, shoot your shot. Let people know how they can follow you, how they can reach
Also,
out to
Raven,
you.
can you talk about the clocking out for good?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So Clocking Out for Good is on Substack. Yes, please go subscribe. I love it. It's a newsletter, and I'm just telling people, like, showing them the journey. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
mm,
Because one thing I've learned about speaking, you got to be transparent. And at one point, it wasn't because I wasn't like wanting to be transparent, but I'm a private person. But I've
Mm-hmm.
gotten to the point now where I'm fine with sharing, the struggles, the ups, the downs. No one wants a perfect person speaking to them. So I don't have a perfect story. And Clocking out for good is about working for yourself. Like the journey to clocking out of that 9 to 5, because that's what
Mm-hmm.
we want. We want freedom. We want peace. We want to be able to travel when we want. But more importantly, God has given us all gifts, skills. Like you can make money. Jonathan, you know how much I've made from speaking in 15 minutes. Like it's
Hey,
possible,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Vending is possible. Like I've seen it, during the night, and I'm seeing people purchase stuff, and I'm like, wow, it'll change your mindset.
Yeah.
It'll change your
Yeah.
mindset. Someone pays you $3,500 to speak for 30 minutes. You know how long that, and it's not even about the money, but that tells you your gifts will make room for you.
Mm.
That it's a skill being able to talk, but you just got to find the right lane. You got to find the right people who are looking for what you have to offer. And when you find that, you can clock out for good. Is it going to take time? Yes. Is it going to be hard? Yes. But if you want to build something, it's going to be hard. If you decide to be broke and be on the street, your life is going to be hard. So you just have
mm,
to choose your heart.
Well, that's why she get paid. She just
choose your
inspired
heart.
me. Yeah, she was about to
Hey,
keep going. She's about to keep going
hey,
to push
Raven
forward.
Turner, the motivational speaker. Raven
Yes.
Turner, the CEO.
And
You know what I'm
Raven, while we're
saying?
on it, talk about your books, please.
Yeah, so let's see. I have a book called Push. That's push turning adversity into your advantage. So
Mm-hmm.
that was my first book, y'all, and that's kind of how I got into speaking. It talks about like how I had a plan, but of course God has a different plan, and His plan kind of pushed me to where I'm supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like Joseph, right?
Right.
Joseph, God allowed Joseph to get enslaved, but all of that
Good
pushed
deal.
him to his next level. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it talks about just being pushed into my purpose. And then
Mm-hmm.
my second book is Small Wins Create Momentum, because, it's the small things that you do every day that's going to help set you up for success. It's not the big thing, it's the small things like, working in the dark, working when
Mm-hmm.
nobody's watching. It's quiet, it's just you putting up shots, you practicing speaking, you're
Right.
studying, learning how to
Right.
grow your business. It's in the dark. So it's the small things. And that those small little wins, it creates momentum for you. So that's what that book is about. Both of them can be purchased on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
um and yeah,
Nice.
that's where you
Okay,
can get
well,
them.
thank you again so much, Raven, for coming up on the show. I enjoyed listening to this. I did not even know that vending was so deep, so I definitely learned something. I hope the viewers out there learned something. Jonathan, I'll kick it to you.
Yeah, man. Raven, once again, thank you for taking the time to, join us, spend some time with us. You're gonna go ahead and get ready to give my final thought. But y'all, if you have not followed Raven, you can follow her at I am Raven Turner on Instagram, as well as you can follow her at Turner Vending. Right? If you want to learn more about vending and want to learn more about how you can partner with her, or even bring a vending machine to your school, get right.
Yeah.
Hey, hit
Right,
her up.
please.
But don't go to
Yeah,
war
hit
with
hit
Raven
hit
because she's gonna win the bid. I'll tell you that right now. She's gonna
Hey,
win.
you don't want to go head to head with Raven. But y'all, just wrapping up with the final thought, what I want to share is, man, clocking out for good. Right, Raven let us know, y'all. Raven let us know what's possible. She said she was working for 10 years overnight, 10 years overnight, and then still going and speaking. Into now she's began to build a new business with Turner Vending. AI vending. What? Producer Britt, AI vending blew my mind. So y'all, if you need to go back and rewatch this episode, rewatch it because so many gems that Raven was dropping, and she gave so many insights about how you can learn about the vending machine industry as well. But family, until next time, I'm Jonathan Jones. That's producer Britt. And remember, speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why would you and why should you live any other